Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted handler, Brian, returning once again to honcho another episode of our Delta Green scenario. This is part 2 of our Sins of the Father run-through. I hope everybody's enjoyed part 1. I know it was left with a bit of a cliffhanger, and yeah, I kind of wanted it that way because we had recorded for so long that evening that the last thing I wanted to do is string this whole episode out and then have nothing left. So, rather than have you guys wanting and craving for more and not have anything in the can, I held over a little bit for you, just a little bit. But let me tell you, once again, I return with our hard slingers of yore, Sammy, Tone Dog, and of course myself, gathered round the table of judgment in the rage room. Yes, indeed. And let me tell you, like we did before, we had a blast going through this whole thing, and I can't wait to pick up on the next session that we're going to eventually have, and it is going to be Victim of the Art. I actually thought I had the book around here. I was going to flip it up there, but I don't seem to have it. But before we begin, I want to remind everybody, just like I always do, head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. Check out the galleries there. You could access and download all of our archived material from Riders on the Storm or our Carrying Crown run-through, which I know we got to get back to, but as soon as they lift this Corona Shabonia veil, we'll get everybody back in the rage room. Hopefully we could get Eric back in there too. I need everybody to give a shout out and get him back in. Yes, that'd be great. We've also got archived episodes of The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh and that torturous wood chip campaign known as the Hidden Shrine of Temoticon, which I know we did kind of cut it a little early, but it was a necessary severing at that point. But I don't want to lament over that because we're gearing up to prepare for the Dragon's Demand. Another one of those great Pathfinder campaigns. It's a solitary episode. Solitary campaign in one book, not across 6 of them. So I think everybody will really enjoy that. Also, don't forget to check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter feed. Head on over to our YouTube channel, Roll the Hard 20, and subscribe to us there. You could see when we run a lot of our online games, we're there as well. And we still have all of our other stuff that I've uploaded, everything else that's been archived. Also, don't forget to head on over to patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. For as little as $1, you too can help out the show, become a hard slinger, and you get all the benefits at all the different tiers. Yeah, tiers. No, not that kind of tiers. Anyways, without any further delay, I like saying delay. I do. Nobody likes to do. Right? Without any further delay, Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents our Delta Green homebrewed scenario, Sins of the Father, Part 2. And I do that. Bye-bye. Which direction?
To the north door.
To the north door, okay. As you get closer to the door, you feel like a slight hum from the door. Only lasts for about maybe 4 seconds. You open the door, and on the other side of this door, you see a room that's very dimly lit. It's huge. But in the middle of it, you can make out a large circular structure. It's made of concrete.
When you say it's huge, and given that we are in this room, a building within a building, that was a smaller building, does this room look like it would fit within the building we saw originally?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the dimensions of this circular object. This particular room, from what you can tell, is probably about 50 feet by 40 feet. But this object in the middle, this large circular concrete structure, looks like it's probably about 20 feet in diameter. And the concrete goes up probably 12 feet high. And you can see that there's a large glass pane in a portion of this circle. It's probably about 20 feet of the circumference of this thing. And right beside it is a door. And you can see occasionally a strobe of light. You see a few men walking around. They're wearing, they look like engineer type lab coats.
No hats on?
No.
Okay.
But there is one gentleman that is wearing a hat, and he appears to be against the west wall. And he's standing there, and he's wearing cover on his head. And occasionally the light strobes, and when it does strobe, you notice there are all these weird symbols on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling, all around the circumference of that large circular structure. And as you guys see these things, I need for you both to make a sanity check as well.
Ooh. 20. Made it.
99.
99.
Shit, you died.
Yeah, I did. That's a critical failure.
That is a critical failure. So
Apparently, these are the same symbols we saw at the cabin.
you're going to take 1 point
Okay.
of sanity damage. Paulie, you take 6 points,
Ow.
and I'll adjust your critical failure as we move along on this.
I'm 1 away from a breaking point.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
And occasionally you see the strobe, and you see the marks again. It kind of goes dim. And you see a bit of illumination coming through that glass pane in the middle of the room. Kind of want to show you what this... Show you a diagram. Kind
Drawings.
of.
Hell yeah.
You see that? Mm-hmm. That's what this structure piece looks like in the middle.
Okay.
And in the northwest and northeast corners, you see these large boxes. They're about 10 by 10 by 10 with these conduits that are coming out of it
two relays.
and going into this large circular room. And you see 3 of these men in these lab coats working on one of these particular items. And that's in the northeast corner. Now, the guard you saw was against the western wall.
Were we provided a picture of Adam Hissler at all?
No.
Okay. So I guess everyone has to die. I'm just kidding.
Happy birthday.
All right, we fuck each, man. This is fucked, man. Ooh, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good at all.
No. That's you don't have any. That is not an option right now.
I need a minute. Just give me a minute. But I think our next move is going to be to talk to those guys who are playing with that column.
They're not playing. It's like a large metal box.
Yeah. Talk to our next move probably going to be talk to those guys. I need a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone notice that we're in there?
You know, I like to say make a perception check, but they don't have a perception check.
Well, no. I mean, if I see them looking and coming over,
No,
I can
well, they're not
assume
looking in your direction, the 3 engineers. But you can't tell whether or not the guard is looking at you.
Right. Well, yeah. If anything,
If he is, he hasn't paid
yeah.
attention to anything.
Is he? Maybe I do an alertness or whatever. Is he exhibiting the same sort of things as the other 2-3 guards that we've seen?
From this distance and in this low light, you can't tell. You would actually have to get closer to him, and he's probably about 35 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm. And where's on your picture? Where's he? Where's everybody? I know the people are on that left side one, right?
On the right side.
Oh, right side,
Right
okay.
here. You figured 3 guys, and he's over here.
And where are we?
You just walked in through this little office
Okay.
right here. So you
Okay.
can see that there's this circular structure with this glass. There's a door about 5 feet away from where the glass is that
Is that
looks like
back,
it leads into it.
Is that back wall, or is that concrete in front of that one area?
The concrete wall
Yeah.
was this wall right
Okay.
here.
Okay. That's what I was checking. Okay. Well, hey, do you want to step out for a second?
No, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. All right, let's do this.
Do what exactly?
What are you going to do?
We're gonna talk to the guys working on the metal box.
Okay.
Paulie would use his computer science, even though it's not a computer, power needs to flow from one direction to another to see if he can discern what they're doing. If they're either trying to work on supply or they're trying to work on demand problems.
Okay, so you're going to do that with those 3 gentlemen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just before he even gets there, you can tell what they're trying to do.
Okay.
All right, so under 40. And it's an 89.
89.
So I have no idea what they're doing.
Not only are you too far away still, and it's so low lit, but this looks like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, this component, it was probably built specifically for whatever's in this room, whatever's in that concrete circular structure piece.
Got it. Can we tell which one of the guys seems to be either in charge or supervising or doing most of the work?
They seem to be working in tandem with one another. Nobody seems to be calling shots or anything.
Is there anybody standing around watching them work besides
Just
the security
us.
guard?
Yeah. the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll walk up to one of the guys and say, "Hi, we're here from the Department of Energy. We're here to help."
One of them looks up and says, "Where have you been?"
Sorry,
We've
we
been-
didn't know where
we've been
to go. We've been
messing
wandering
with-
around.
Messing around? What, the guard didn't tell you where to go?
No, I think your guard's feeling a little ill or something. Maybe he ate something bad. He may need to go, check out something. Get some Pepto at lunch.
He looks down at one of the guys that's doinking around. He taps him on the shoulder. He's, "Slavic, go check him out. Go check out the guard, please." So one of the scientist-looking guys gets up and goes out, goes back through the door and disappears, leaving just the guy you were talking with and the other guy who really hasn't stopped trying to work on it.
What are you guys doing right now? Tell me exactly what you're trying to do.
This is an incredible piece of machinery you got here. Wow.
All we know is that we have not had any problems with our power being supplied to our device. And then all of a sudden, this morning, we can't get any more power. It's like the relays are not generating the current required for us to power up our machine.
Are there any other areas in this building that may be having some sort of a power sort of leech on there that you could maybe show us? Like, when did it all start?
Sometime around 4:30 this morning, we were in the middle of doing a test, and it's like somebody just pulled the plug on our whole device, which is strange because the rest of the building still has emergency power. So we're still tied in some point to the grid.
Where's the main relay for this area?
This is one of them.
Is it closed or open?
It's open. For some reason, there's not enough current going through the relay to close the contact so we could generate enough voltage on either one of these boxes. I could see one relay going bad, but not two.
Yeah.
Not simultaneously.
What is this crazy light show you got going here? This is some far out stuff.
It's like the breaker keeps tripping on and off, on and off.
Have you tried shutting the whole thing down and then rebooting the whole system?
This is the reboot.
Where's the
This
power generated that supplies this place? Is there a problem with that?
It's supplied through the Department of Energy. We contacted them. They said it was nothing at their end.
You
and they were
have
sending
energy.
out 2 inspectors.
That's us.
That's
You
us.
have energy. We're
But
trying to find spots where things may be in error because obviously
You know
you're
what,
getting
you
power
two?
from us.
You're supposed to be out here to help us.
We're
Who is
here.
your supervisor? And he pulls out a little steno pad and a pencil. Who's your supervisor?
Look, you
We're
want
here
help here or not? Who's your supervisor?
pay your
we want
wages.
to talk to them.
Look, Dr. Hissler is very busy right now.
Let's see your Dr. Hissler then. If you want to talk to our supervisor, we're going to talk to yours.
Who's going to fix this problem?
That's
We'll
what we're
fix
here
this
to do.
problem. Sounds like you guys got it ground. Has there been any earthquakes in the area?
This is Southern California. We have earthquakes all the time.
Well, that's
The whole place is insulated against earthquakes.
Yeah, that's what they said about San Onofre. At any rate,
We're in San Onofre.
there we go. That's the problem there, isn't it? All right, so let's figure out. We obviously got a ground. You got something going to ground that's pulling power away from your relays. Have you checked the conduit, the physical conduit from here to the power supply?
We're not getting any power into the main structure. This is over me. I just helped build this thing, and according to everything, the schematics that we've created, we should be getting power to our device.
Okay.
What is this device, anyways? Looks like a kid's light show.
He kind of maneuvers his way in front of you to, in some way, obstruct your vision. He says, "That's top secret.
Oh,
Let's
sorry.
just worry about getting us our power back."
All right, so hold on. Get out of the way. Let me see if I can take a look.
He is out of the way.
Okay.
His other
Polly
buddy
takes a look and
he looks down. Ronald, come here.
Ronald
Let's
and
at the
Slavo?
professional. So his buddy gets up with his, his gray and red goatee and balding head and stands back and kind of cleans his glasses a little. Hey, go ahead. Do what
I'm
you
gonna
think you're
take
going to do.
Do they have any tools on them?
There's like a...
Voltage meters or anything like that?
Yeah, they've got meters out there. They got DVOMs out there. They've got leads. They've got everything you could think of. Screwdrivers. They're trying to find some kind of a power loss along this circuit.
All right, I grab one of the power meters.
Real,
What's it reading?
OL.
Sorry?
OL.
OL. Off loss. Offline? Offline. All right, I connect
well.
Out of limit. It's
out
an
of
open
limit.
circuit.
Oh, thank you. Open circuit.
So,
Gotcha.
I want to take a real quick kind of peek at what our guard's doing over there. Is he still standing there drawing flies?
That's all he's doing. He's just standing there. He's not even looking at you guys. He's looking from a western direction to the eastern wall.
Okay. Nope. Just
And
was making
occasionally
sure.
you see the strobe, boop, 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 and he's just still standing there, looking.
The guy who talked to us, what's his name? Hey, dude, what was your name?
My name's Archer. Archer Seinfeld.
Got it. All right, can Polly use his intelligence to figure out what's going on with the circuit? Or at least make an educated guess.
You would have to have some kind of a computer science.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have a under 40.
Okay. You want to re-roll that?
Let me roll in the box. Yeah.
Of course.
So we're at 65. Polly's clueless. He's looking at that going, yeah, this is, well, I have no clue.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
check the other one too. Maybe that'll have some.
Yeah, there we go.
Did you check the other one yet?
Not yet. Figured if one wasn't supplying and the other one still isn't supplying either, we haven't tore the panel off that one yet.
Is that something we could maybe get someone to open that up so we can check that out too and see what's going on?
Here, you guys are from the
Department
DOE.
of Energy.
He hands you a screwdriver. If you need us, we'll be in the workshop.
All right. Thank you. Where's that?
Door across the hall. Go down about 20 feet. Hit dead ends. You have to make a right. Last door on the right.
Okay.
Got it.
And we're okay with this guy here, huh? He's kind of staring off into space. He's not gonna.
He's fine.
Just checking. You know.
All these guys go through psych evaluations every month.
Okay. Well, maybe the one out in the waiting room needs to go through his.
Yeah. Yeah, did Slavy ever come back?
Slavic? No, he has not come back.
All right, let's open up the other panel. Any comparison difference between the two?
And are they leaving us? Like you said, they're going to the
Yeah,
workshop.
those two go back through the door to the south.
So currently,
the guard
it's
is
just us. And
just
the
you
guard.
two and the guard. Yeah.
Okay.
And you tell me how you want to get to this box. By the way,
It's just around the thing, right?
you want to squeeze through the wall back here, or you want to actually go around?
We actually want to go around.
Okay.
You want to go around in front of the light
Yeah.
bright area again?
Yeah, I don't want to squeeze between the wall.
Didn't we just have to take points when we walked in front of that?
I think we did. I guess you're right.
Yeah, I would say, okay, let's see.
Oh, wait a
It's
minute.
the
Those guys that
box.
walked out, when they walked out, they turned their backs to that? Mm-hmm. They didn't have for any problem at all.
You hear the bells in the guard's head go
Something
off.
is tolling.
Well, the space between the wall and the machine. Paulie takes a look back there. See if there's anything out of order. A ground, a break in the wall, a break in the conduit, breaking anything.
Looking between the wall and the structure, you can see it's cement.
Yeah.
It's like open all the way through.
Well, I'd like to look here. These conduits come out of the ground.
No, they don't. They come out of the top of it.
Oh, they come out of top.
Yeah, imagine this thing right here. God, I can't make me do this. It's 10 feet by 10 feet tall by 10 feet wide.
And those
They're-
little
they're
hoses are coming out of the top?
out of the very top.
Okay.
You imagine these guys are probably working through a little panel
Okay.
on the side of each one of these.
Got it.
Shut up. Sorry.
I'm impressed. You're showing some perspective there.
Okay, so
I like to keep things in
between
perspective.
these two, between the machine and the walls, is there anything going on here? Anything obstruction, dirt, anything?
No, it looks like it's clear all the way
Okay,
through. In
all
fact,
the way clear.
ironically, the entire area from even being down on your knees. It looks like this place is well kept.
And Paulie, I know you've taken a hit recently. We know why the power's not working.
Right.
Okay?
Something's up.
Stop trying to fix it. We got to figure out what we're going to do here now.
Right.
Because we got to figure out how
We got to take the CPU interface. Yeah. Right.
Stop trying to fix
under hush, away from the guard. We have to take this thing out, somehow get the connecting cables, and then take out.
We just need
Hessler.
the interface. That's all we need to do. We need to destroy the interface.
Well, you probably realize that these two big ass boxes are not the relays.
No, I got it.
There's it's probably a component within. So
Is there a way to get inside that chamber?
in this chamber,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a door right here to the side.
Oh.
Right next to there's this big glass panel, it's 20 feet wide, goes from floor to ceiling.
Yeah,
so you can
I want
see
to look
within.
in there now. I want to look in and see the whole. If there's any more description, do I see any sort of relays?
As you look inside this thing, you die. No, just kidding. Occasionally, you see a strobe light effect
Yeah.
burst, and this is exactly. Let me read what you guys see.
And just for fun, no, I did an occult roll to see if I recognize what these sigils are. And do they just like appear in the air
No, they're
on the ground?
they're on the ground.
Okay.
They're on the walls. They're on the ceiling.
Okay. But this is
but they're
all
painted.
glass?
No, it's the circular structure is concrete.
Oh, okay.
It's concrete all the way around, except for 20 feet of it
Yeah, okay.
from floor to ceiling is glass, and then there's a door, like a semicircular door.
Okay.
Like the door has an arch to it.
Yeah.
To maintain the conformity of this thing. And as you look inside this circular room, you see 6 large electronic devices. They look like turbines you would see on a jet plane. They're about 5 feet in diameter, and they go from the floor of this chamber to the top of the chamber, which is about 12 feet or so. And occasionally you see light blast, blink through it. But in the middle of these 6 electronic objects appears to be a lightly glowing pad on the floor about 3 feet in diameter. And this is what it looks like.
Okay.
All right.
And that shows that there's a roof, and there's a roof on this one too then?
Yeah, there's a roof.
Okay.
It's about 12 feet tall. You're looking through this glass window, and you see that there's all these turbine-looking things that are slowly rotating partially, and then they stop and then kind of roll back on themselves a little. Like they're trying to do something, but they're just not able to do it. And every time they start rolling back, when they get to the lock position, you see this blazing, blinking light go. And then again, they start trying to spool up, do it again, and rotate back.
So it's doing this because there's no power, right?
Right.
Okay. So, hey,
Just so you know,
What is
a relay is designed to take low voltage and control high voltage with low voltage. That's what relays do. So you could have a real low voltage that could move shit ton of volts. Most likely what's going on is that the low voltage portion is working, but the high voltage has been severed, and you guys already know that.
okay. So I'm looking in the window here. What is the guard doing now?
He's looking at you. His head's slightly canted, but he's still too far away from you guys. You got to figure he's probably still maybe 20 feet away from you if you guys are standing directly in front of the glass.
But he's not
And he's
pulling
ready
out
to-
his
No, he's not.
jammy and ready to.
No.
Yeah, we're doing everything we're supposed to do.
Yeah. So
Hey,
what's
can
the
I
deal
see
I mean,
with
do
the
you
re-
actually just stop and look in there? Or
No,
you
I'm, like,
kind
looking
of
in the
casually
window.
looking as you're making your way to the other box, right?
Well, I was looking in the window, remember?
Yeah.
And
But I'm saying
gonna-
you're not just
I'm gonna
standing in
be
front of the
like-
window.
I was just like looking like, oh, wow. And you know what I mean? Like in
Oh, yeah.
passing. So
Okay.
just kind of, when I look over him, I'm actually going like, dude, you see this? This is crazy, man. Like
He doesn't respond to you, but he does.
he
His
gets a little
attention
bit
is now
more-
towards you guys, and
Okay.
he's eyeballing you, following you as you guys are making your rounds.
Paulie looks inside the open inspection box that the other 3 guys were in. Can he tell by looking at the pieces of equipment in there which one is the relay?
Go ahead and make it a computer inspection.
Gotcha. Under 40? 40.
All right.
You see that there is a large block. It's orange. It's probably about 4 inches by 4 inches, and it looks like it's set in some kind of a large circuit board. You can't really tell how deep it goes into, but there appears to be a swivel-type handle on it.
Okay, I grab the ohm meter and attach it to there to see if there's any electricity going through it.
There's no electricity going through it.
Okay, I throw the switch so that I can pull it out, or is it throw the switch to engage the power?
You would lift the lever, and it would push it out of the block.
Just push the lever and lift it out of the block.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, see? Check it out, Each. This thing's all screwed up, man.
He's on the other side of the room.
Oh, he's on the other side.
Yeah, well, I'm at going towards the other one.
Okay, so I put the relay
I'll
and
start just opening the panel, though. That's what I was
put it in
Okay.
my tool belt.
Okay.
Okay. No, not like this. Like this is an everyday thing. Like, grab it.
How big is it, by the way?
4x4 by 6
inches.
Yeah, 4 inches
okay.
by 4 inches by 6. So you could imagine
good
it was
size.
it was sunk into that board, probably a
Okay.
good 4 inches deep.
Are there any other ones?
Not in that box, no.
Okay, so he'll pull it out. Put it in his tool belt.
Yeah.
and
The
walk
guard's
over to
not
each.
even going to notice you.
Right. And I'll walk over to each and say, yeah, we got to pull the relays. I think they're fried. And open up the panel.
Okay, so you go to the other side?
Yeah, go to the other side. Each, man, we're going to have to replace the relays.
Yeah,
man.
I've been
They're
opening
fried.
it. Don't worry.
Yep.
So you guys open up that panel?
Open up the panel. Is there another similar relay inside?
There is.
Okay. I check the ohm meter to make sure it's got no electricity going through it.
He's looking at you, but you guys appear to be blocking his visual.
Okay.
He can't tell what you guys are doing.
Not a problem. Is there any electricity going through that relay?
No.
Okay.
Are you using the DVR?
The ohm- yeah, the DVR,
Yeah,
just make
it's,
sure.
it's dead as well, too.
Okay. Flip the lever open, grab the other one, pull it out. I'll make a big show of looking at it going, yep. Each, see, look, relay's fried, man. We're going to need new ones. Put it in the tool belt.
The fuck?
What's going on, Kringle?
Yeah.
I don't know. I must have accidentally set some alarm. I just turned it off. I guess I hit snooze on it before. Apologies. Let's start that over.
So Paulie makes a big show out of it and goes, yeah, look, each thing's fried, man. We're going to need a new one. And he puts it in his tool belt.
So you guys managed to get these 2 relays out of these.
Do we bolt everything
Components.
back up?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's put the cover back on. Okay, and the CPU interface, can I tell what that is? Is it behind the glass here? Is that where it would be?
Well, the interface would probably be part of a computer somewhere.
Right.
There's no computers in that enclosed area?
Not that you're seeing.
Okay.
You don't see any monitors, keyboards, or anything like that. So
All right, I guess we go check all the other stuff.
Okay, take a look, see if we can find a CPU that would qualify as the CPU interface.
So tell me what you want to do. Where you want to go.
All right, we've taken the relays out of both of those panels. Let's go back to that glass doorway here and take a look inside.
Okay.
That's
We
what I
saw
just
what we
did,
saw.
right?
Yeah, you just did that. But we'll take a closer look. And then is there a way to open it up and get inside here?
Well, there's a door to the right of it.
Okay, let's open. Let's see if the door's locked.
Okay. You feel this burst of cold air come out of the room, almost as though the temperature in this structure is kept really, really low.
Yeah, super cool.
Yes.
Connectivity.
You see that these 6 large turbine-looking things are still trying to oscillate. Occasionally you see this strobe of light, and you realize that the air within is electronically charged as you step in there, because every time it strobes, you feel like the hair on your head stand up. You feel the hair on your arms begin to stand up. Your skin gets tight.
Okay. All right. Is the door open?
The door's still open, yeah.
Okay, so do we feel we can walk in without killing ourselves?
Possibly.
Possibly. All right.
As you open the door,
Where are
though,
we
you
at on the
notice
map,
that
Brad?
you notice that the door itself is 5 feet thick.
Okay.
Oh, we're actually going in the circle room?
I was going to, but now I'm worried about it.
There's a door right here. And as you look, you see that the glass itself is really thick as well as the walls. I mean,
Yeah, I
easily
suggest-
5 feet thick.
I suggest we go look for Hissler. He probably has the main computer
I don't think
terminal
so.
in his office.
All right. Is there any obvious piece of equipment in there besides those turbines? A terminal, like a monitor, keyboards.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. All right. Let's close the door and go.
Make
okay.
a like a computer.
computer science check.
Yeah, make a
All right.
computer science
Under
check.
40. 73.
Yeah, you don't see anything in there that would strike you as being what you're looking for.
Okay. All right. Let's close that up and let's go find.
Yeah, I
is
think
there
we
a
need to go
station?
across the hall.
Yeah.
Because we went to this one place because we felt the weirdness through the concrete, but there's still the whole office area, and supposedly that's where Hissler's workshop is.
And you still feel this guard's eyes on you the whole time, just staring at you.
Yeah. All right, well,
Occasionally
I think we
you
should
see
go
the
back.
light strobe, and you can see that beads of sweat are on his brow.
Where's
Even-
the strobing coming from?
It's coming from the device, from within that room.
Within the room? Could I see where it's coming from?
It's between the
Specific to that
turbines.
center thing, right?
Well, it's between the turbines and that pad on the floor.
Yeah, the big
pad on the
balls.
ceiling. You see as though the energy should be going somewhere.
And it's not.
So
No.
we got the two.
We got the relays.
Relays.
We have to destroy
Now we
the
need to-
CPU interface, which may be that thing in the floor.
No, that's the portal or whatever that is that it's conjuring.
Got it. Okay, let's close the door.
There's still another whole office side around here where the two scientists or the three scientists went, and where Hissler is apparently.
Okay, we'll close the door.
Okay.
Gotcha. And we leave.
Okay. As you go back through that door in the southwest corner, in that little intermediate room, you notice that the guard is no longer sitting at the desk. There's nobody in the room.
This is chairway.
He's no longer shitting there.
Yeah. His chair's still wet. Yeah.
But let's get going. We don't need to study every room. We got to get moving on this thing because
Okay.
they're going to find out we took the relays.
Got it. Oh, of course we did. We need to fix them.
Well, yeah.
We need to place them. Of course we took them. We're not hiding that from anybody. You want it fixed? This is what we got to do. All right, so let's go down the hallway to the workshop. Oh, no, we don't want the workshop. We want... Okay, there are 4 doors, you said?
Okay. Down the hallway that you look to the right, there are 6 doors.
6 doors.
There's one directly across from you.
All right, let's go in there.
Well, let's hear about the other 5.
They're all equally spaced.
Okay.
Boom, 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 going from
Nothing more...
where you are all the way back, and then there's a 7th door, which is the metal door you guys came through to
7th door.
get in this
Right,
hallway.
okay.
The security door.
Okay. Well, let's I guess go
go.
through that first one that you
Let's go
suggested.
through the first one, yeah.
Okay, the one directly across from you.
Yeah.
Right.
You open the door and you see that there is a hallway that stretches down in front of you. Looks like it goes for about 40 feet and then turns to your right.
Got it. Let's follow it.
Okay.
It sounds like if I'm thinking, it's a large hallway that goes around, probably ends up at the very last door, and all the offices are in the center of that.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go down to the end of the hallway, make your right. You see the hallway continues to extend for, looks like about 80 feet. At about 50 feet, there's a door on the right, and then at the end of the hallway, there's another door to your right.
Is there any way you can doodle that out a little bit?
Sure.
I mean, you can always just show us the map you have, too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I don't even like you anymore.
I didn't like you ever, so mad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, this was where the
Yeah.
circular room was. You guys went across this small little...
That's where the shitter was.
You came into this doorway right here. It went down 40 feet where it dead end. You made a right. Goes 80 feet. There's a doorway right about 50 feet to your right, and another one right at the end of the hallway to your right.
All right,
Let's
let's
try
You know
that.
what? This is the problem with big corporations. I mean, they have dogs now at the corporations. They have kids at the corporations. I mean, there's no wonder that this thing is having problems with its power.
There you go. All right, let's try that first door.
You go to the door.
Yes.
As you open this door, you see that directly in front of you is a guard sitting in a solitary chair. The room appears to be 30 feet by 20 feet. And he's watching 2 technicians operate dials and levers on these 3 large computer consoles that basically dominate the north, the east, and south walls. You hear them calling out strings of numbers and percentages as though they're trying to determine something or diagnose something or whatever. You hear them say, no, go to the 4th power. It's not that. It's, move
Hey,
the decimal.
Are any of these guys the same ones we've seen before?
No, but they look dressed the identical,
Gotcha.
just like them.
walking with complete confidence like I know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, guys, where's the CPU interface?
You see the guard stand up and say, "Whoa, excuse me, sirs. Can I help you with something?"
Yeah, we're here from the Department of Energy. We're here to fix your fuck up. There's a problem with the prelays, and the power's been draining out of this place. You guys did something. Now, I don't know what you did, but you did something, and I need to see the CPU interface.
Hey, sorry, he's not on having coffee anymore. All right, we can just relax a little bit. Yeah, but what he said is true. We're here to help out. Where's the CPU?
Make it persuade. Well, let's see this.
Come on, baby. Under 20. 67. So,
67. He looks
yeah.
at you and says, "I'm going to need to see your credentials."
No problem, right
Both
here.
of you.
There you go.
He looks at you.
Yeah, we were just talking with.
We were talking to Archer and Ronnie and Slavic, and they told us, man, they're having problems with the relays, and I'm telling you, you guys did something here. Something is not right. I don't know what you guys did or what you adjusted or what you didn't do, but something's happening. And if you need us to fix it, I need to see the CPU interface.
Sirs, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't talk geek. I'm here to maintain the security of this facility. You don't just go walking around. Where's your chaperone?
We don't have one. Our clearance exceeds anyone else at this facility.
How in the holy hell did you guys get into this facility without a chaperone?
As I said, our security clearance exceeds anyone else's.
Your security clearance.
The guard at the gate let us in. The guard who recently looks like he had an accident in the other room let us through, and then we went in and we were checking out the room where the two big panels are, and the guard there was there. We've been all over this place. We're still trying to find the CPU.
Well, the CPU's in there. But I don't understand why you need to see the CPU if you're trying to determine some kind of a power loss to the facility.
Well, it might be draining excess power. There
Hey,
may
pal,
be some leak.
like you said, you don't tell me how to do your job, I'm not asking you to
know
tell
what?
me how to do mine.
I understand that. With all due respect, sir, this is above my pay grade. I'm going to have to get Professor Hissler down here.
Absolutely. Please do. As a matter of fact, have him come down here and he could be our chaperone. Because he's probably the only person with the same security clearance that I got.
He gets on his two-way, kind of turns his back to you so he could whisper into it.
I'll see if I can hear what he's saying.
Okay, make an alertness.
Isn't there an eavesdrop rule?
Oh,
There's a left nut roll.
it was 22, but now it's 62, so I failed.
Yeah, you can't really tell what he's saying, but he mumbles a few things. A few seconds later, turns around, he's like, "Professor Hissler will be here in a moment. Please wait out in the hallway."
Yeah, sure. Is that this way? Okay.
Oh, don't worry, gentlemen. I'll be waiting here with you.
Oh, great.
Outstanding.
What's
How long have you been at this facility?
That's classified, sir.
Yeah. What is your classification here? What is your security clearance?
That's
As a matter of fact,
classified.
what is your name? It's Paulie pulls out a pad.
My name is Sergeant First Class O'Hara.
And what branch are you in? I've never seen a uniform looking like this.
You probably haven't, sir.
That's a great looking logo you got on your sleeve. What is that?
It's earned, sir.
Fantastic.
It's not any other military branch I've ever seen.
Obviously.
God, there's not going to be any room in the hallway for these two swinging dick egos here.
Yeah.
A few moments later, you hear footfalls coming down the same direction you guys came, and you see a man turn the corner. He's very well trimmed. Appears to even be very well built. You know, he's not some lean lab geek. He looks as though he probably takes very good care of himself. And he looks and he says, "Well, here, what's the problem here?"
We need to see the CPU room. Something's happened. Something's causing a power drain. I don't understand why, but we're from the Department of Energy. If you want this matter fixed, help us out.
Well, perhaps I can help you as well. My name is Dr. Hissler.
Adam Hissler?
Yes?
Excellent. So, I understand that your clearance is about the same as ours. So, where is the CPU room?
Well, this is not about a clearance thing, though. This is my company. I am doing the work here. This is a private entity. You know that, correct? This is a private facility.
I saw all these soldiers walking around. I figured it was with the military.
I did too.
Well, they are privately hired. They are well compensated to do what we ask them to do.
They got a great logo, man. Ooh, love to get a tattoo of that.
What can I do for you, gentlemen? This is taking
We need
much
to
of
see
my
this.
time, I've got very important things to do here.
If you could take us to the CPU room, I'm pretty sure we can figure out what's going on. You guys have got a power loss, something about the relays, and I believe it's a ground, and you think your CPU is telling the rest of the system to shut itself off. It may be as simple as just simply telling the CPU through the interface to reset itself.
Roll that persuade again.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
It does sound really good.
61.
It's a shame I didn't know that because my persuasion's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have no clue what we're doing here.
You know what? Repeat what I said and try it.
Look, I can tell that you are very heated about this. I'm sorry. Perhaps your friend here would like to take the lead on this because, honestly, I have such contempt for you right now. I would really like to call your superiors and tell them exactly what I think.
Oh, no problem.
You,
Why don't
yellow
give him
man.
the phone to Billo. Yellow man. Oh, God, that's
What is
good.
your persuasion?
I am American and Japanese
Well, that is your
American.
problem. We've compensated you very well, and I think that I have a right to privacy. What else do you need from me?
Look, we're trying to fix your power problem.
Then fix the problem.
So we've looked in the other room, could not establish an
What
issue
other room
there.
have you looked into?
Across the thing with the pretty lights, you know? I don't know. We looked at the...
You were in the temporal field displacement device.
whatever
structure?
you want to call it. Yeah, we were hanging out. We were talking to our friends here. What were their name again? Slavy.
Slavic, Ronald, and Archer.
Yeah, we were looking at. We couldn't determine an issue, so
Mr.
we decided
O'Hare.
to check out over here.
Would you do me a favor and please secure Dr. Archer? Have him brought to my office immediately. I would like to have a private word with him. Yes, sir. And you see the guard leave your presence, go back the way you guys originally came from, and make his way out of the hallway. Past the door.
So, are we alone with this guy now?
You are currently alone with him right now. He holds his arms across his chest. Well, I suggest that you put my machine back online immediately.
We're trying to.
Ask him where the CPU room is.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I'm
what
gonna
we're
shoot him in
asking.
the
The
fucking head.
CPU
If you
room is where I told you it already was, right behind you. Hi,
What about all this gigantic stuff? It's got everything going on. If you turn it down or turn it off and turn it back
While
on.
he's talking.
You guys are in the hallway
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, we're in the hallway?
Yeah, you guys are in the hallway right now.
Okay, but the door's closed?
Yes.
Okay, so while he's yelling at him, I'm going to reach into my coat and take out my
Relay.
fun. Take out my Delta Elite 10mm, and I'm going to pop him in the skull.
Okay.
Actually,
Is that what we're gonna do?
well,
Is there, well, then maybe not. This is not the best time. You know what? Before I do that, let me just think about it for a second here and say, we're going to need him to show us the CPU room. I know he told us where it is, but it would be very helpful if he would actually show us the CPU.
yeah, we've been lost the whole time here. I mean, just O'Hara here was angry at us because we didn't get someone to show us around the place. So that's not our
because
fault.
it is his job to ensure the privacy and the security of the CPU room.
So you guys require us to have an escort. How come you didn't provide us an escort? That's all I'm saying. Show us where the CPU
This
room
is the first time I've been told you were in the building.
This is the first time we were told we needed an escort. We've been looking around.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
Dr.
can't-
Hissler, I apologize. I'm just a little tense here. It's
You
been
know
a
what?
bad week.
I'm going to have to talk to your supervisor. Until then, I want to escort you from the building immediately. We will detain you.
Okay, now we're definitely going to pop him in. I'm afraid you can't do that. Okay,
Get your hands off me, Olive Man.
I will, okay, if we're doing this, I have the highest dex probably. I have my knife, or I have unarmed. I'm going to try to take him down. Holy shit.
What is your
looking for his
dex?
gun.
Dex is 15.
Okay.
Well, I have it higher than his. I don't know if his is higher than
No,
mine.
mine's a 10.
Okay, mine's a 10 as well. So we're going to roll a d20 against each other.
There we go.
What's this for?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to. You don't
Do I
deserve-
want to roll high or low?
You want to beat my roll straight
I
up.
want to beat your roll straight up with a hard 20, man. With a hard 20, no less.
fucking garage band. Just
Feedback.
okay.
With a critical success like that.
Oh, but you don't.
Oh, but you don't.
Each go.
Shit.
Each, what do you wish to do first?
Well, my best roll is with unarmed. Melee and guns are both 40, but I think a gun might alert someone quicker. So I was going to try to do unarmed combat and take him down and cover his mouth.
Okay. So on our combat, go for it.
Under 50. Okay.
As you attempt to grapple with him.
Yeah.
Don't we get a dead balloon for rolling a hard 20?
No.
No, well, shit.
Up 31. Made it.
Okay, so you get behind him and
So this is like
Shank him up?
jujitsu.
Okay.
Yeah, like full on try to get him in the, not the Kimura, but
Sleeper hold?
yeah, try to get something that'll incapacitate him at least enough to let you jump on him.
okay. So you hook him up, pitch
Yeah.
him up. Paulie, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to hit him in the head. Wait a minute.
With the gas can?
You have a
No, with
silencer?
my pistol this time. Something nice and hard. I want to slug him in the skull with it.
Okay.
Now, can I do it safely without hitting each?
We'll see what you roll.
Yeah,
see what
if
I
you
roll.
miss, then you'll have to
Because
see
you're
if you
gonna
hit me.
roll.
Now, is this considered
Twice.
unarmed? Because my unarmed is under 40.
It would be
Well, it's
like a
melee.
melee weapon.
You have
Yeah.
melee on
But
there.
you're gonna, because of that 99 you rolled last time, this is where it's gonna come into play. You're gonna take the worst of the two rolls.
So is your gun silenced?
It is not.
You should have just said yes. He wouldn't have known.
Oh, well, shit. Yes. Okay, so it's a melee weapon, huh? Let's see. Melee weapon.
It's getting
under
warm,
30.
dude.
Under 30.
Get your hands off me.
Okay, 75. The worst of the two rolls.
Well, it's already 75.
That was a 27, so a success and a failure.
Okay.
Assuming that
So as
want
you try to
keep it
crack him, you miss. Now he's going to try to break out of your grasp because he can't yell.
Yeah.
7. He breaks free.
Motherfucker. Ah,
It doesn't work that way.
you never told me how it works.
Yes, it did. You get an extra
Oh, that's
20%.
Ah.
Oh, we should have used that.
Even then, I wouldn't. 75 would have made it 57. Still would have failed. I needed under 30. Can we combine the two under 40?
They're not pancakes. You can't stack that shit. Okay. Each.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Well, so he broke it?
He broke free. Yes.
Okay. Well, then
But that's his whole move. He
yeah.
can't do
Well,
anything
then I want to. Well, I'm better at grabbing him than shooting him. Plus, that'll.
Well, I got the gun in my hand. I tried to hit him with it. So if you miss, I'm hopefully not going to.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm going to try to.
At this point, you boys are in very bad trouble.
Whatever, Hitler.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Got it
Oh, the
again.
name my son's at.
Yeah.
14.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay,
Got it
so what do you-
grappled. Now,
you
does he
hooking him-
take
hooking
any
him up
kind
again?
of damage at all from the previous one? And now with this one, he's been.
No,
Like
if,
fucking-
if he fails, he'll take damage.
Okay. Okay. Take him out.
So did you hook him up again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hit him again. Under 30.
Good Lord, dude.
Best I can do. That guy's a tech analyst. 28.
All right.
There
Okay,
we
so
go.
you crank him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah. What would that be?
What is
Right, 1 to 6, right? Or 1 to 4?
No, 1 to 4. I think because we used that last
But
time.
with the gun, though, it's not just an open hand.
Yeah, it's with the
So that would be
pistol.
like a sap, probably.
D4
Right?
plus
Probably
4?
like a monkey fist.
Yeah.
Oh,
D4,
or
plus,
just like a small club.
Yeah,
yeah.
D4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2. Got it. And that is a whopping 3 points.
Jesus Christ.
3 points?
3 points. But
This is not going to end well.
I was thinking maybe it was stunning damage rather than killing damage.
He's still hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
And now he's going to try to break free from you yet again. Oops. 4. He pops loose again.
Damn.
All right, it's just time to kill him, I guess.
Each.
Yep. All right.
Come on,
I'm gonna,
each.
Yeah. I'm
Now
gonna,
you didn't. You hit him with the gun.
Hit him with the gun.
Okay.
I didn't shoot him.
I'm going to use my.
Each is caution
my
that we
blade.
need quiet is very important.
Well, I assume it is with all the guards around here. I'm going to use my blade. So that's melee weapon under 40. Shit.
70.
70. So you attempt to stab at him, And it's not that he's deft or anything, but he's almost operating like with cat-like reflexes. It has nothing to do with his dex aspect. It's just something weird about him.
Unnatural about him, of course.
Can I just simply go, freeze, asshole, and point the gun at him?
You have to roll off between the two, right? Or no?
You could
Or he
you
won,
could try to
right?
persuade him. No, he's ahead of my guy because
okay.
he won that. Is that what you want to do?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you could take an
Is it a
extra.
persuasion roll? Even though I got a
You
gun
can
next
Yeah,
to
aim.
him?
but you can aim and get 20% on your next one.
Okay.
Like add 20% to the.
Okay, so
to
what
the
I'll do
firing
is
if you want to
I
do
will
that.
aim, and I will tell him, freeze, asshole.
Okay.
So you're aiming but speaking.
I'm aiming but speaking, yeah. And then, is that a persuasion roll? Okay.
Yes.
So under 20.
Shit.
This just
We got it, yeah.
I got a gun in his face, and he's like, "Fuck you, 06."
All right, brother.
But apparently not. Freeze.
He
asshole.
actually pauses, and he starts to want to step back. Now you hit him, right? Yeah, you hit him.
Yeah.
Each. Okay.
Oh, wait.
No,
No,
I
I
hit him.
missed.
You missed.
I
You
hooked,
hit him.
I hooked
I
him
hit him.
twice.
Okay.
But he keeps breaking out.
He moves back like 2 feet, back the way he came, but he hasn't turned around. He's just looking at you guys.
Yeah. You can't outrun a bullet, dude.
Each, what are you gonna do?
Stick him. Our mission is to either.
Well, I can
eliminate
either
him.
move or attack, right?
That's it.
So I can't attack him right now?
He's about 7 feet away from you.
Oh, you can cover that in a half second.
When he broke the thing, he got 5 feet away, and then another 2?
You figure probably when he broke away
we're
from
like
you, he was
tussling?
about when you're
Okay.
tussling, and then when you broke free, you probably took a half step back. He took a step or so back. Then, as he said freeze, he stuttered back a few feet. So he's within like 6 feet of you. But whatever you do, if you move, that's your turn.
Yeah. I can't do a leaping kick at him?
I don't even think that's a thing. Is that a thing?
Flying sidekick.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right.
Let's
Okay.
do that.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
So that's melee weapon under 40.
Wait, melee weapon is your foot? Isn't that just unarmed? You
Oh,
said
I'm
flying
sorry.
Sidekick.
Oh, I'm a lethal weapon, man. That's
Oh,
right.
there we go. Right on.
No,
Whatever, green
unarmed
belt.
combat is 50. It's a brown belt with a stripe.
You're a brown belt.
Jeez.
So
70.
miss too.
71.
Okay. So you jump up and kick the wall.
Fall 3 feet short. Yeah, air kick. God damn.
Paulie.
Paulie. I'm gonna have to go loud, man. This
All
ain't
right,
working
let's
out.
do it.
I'm gonna shoot him. I got to aim for 20, and my normal skill is 20, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh my lord, we're always like 50 and under.
I know. Well,
He's
you
been
gotta
doing
fail
well.
3 times to make an
Yeah.
improvement.
No, I know it's just rough.
63.
Use
Blam!
it, dude. Use your coin.
Oh yeah. Well, that would be 43. Still a miss.
So this round cracks off. And at this point, he actually turns and runs around the corner.
Follow him.
Yeah.
What do
He's already around the corner.
Yeah, he just ran around the corner. That was his whole move.
Oh, okay.
What are you going to do?
Well,
Eat you.
I said we shoot him. There ain't no choice.
we can keep following, but pretty soon we're gonna have all the guards shooting at us.
That's inevitable. Since we couldn't kill him or knife him or incapacitate him before he was going to have us detained.
Yeah.
And we only got 24 hours to solve this mission.
Yeah, but it's a nice thing. It's only 10:30.
Yeah, yeah. So we got some time. But
I'll pursue him and have my gun out.
Okay. As he runs his full...
I'll run my full as well.
Okay.
He's
I'm
only
gonna mark down that
6 feet.
failed.
Well, actually, how close did I get to him with the kick?
You're probably right next to him.
So he shouldn't be that far.
No, he's probably about maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet. Because as
Okay.
soon as he took off, you
Yeah.
took off with him.
Let's do that.
That's your
take
move,
off
right?
with him.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go around the corner
Here, do you
and
wanna
see if I
use
can aim at
any
him
dice?
if he's still there.
To mark us?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm doing a counter.
Oh, okay.
Countdown for you.
Oh, okay.
It's from the guard show up.
Yep.
Paulie?
Paulie will. Is he still around the corner that I can point and aim at him?
Dr. Hissler and Ichimaru are in the hallway. They're about 3 feet away from the door.
And which way did he go? He's this way?
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah, I'm
they're going
I'm
this
not
way.
going to try to shoot.
You would have to come around the corner.
Yeah, I'll come around the corner, but I will aim at the door, but I will not shoot.
Oh, okay.
Well, even going around the corner
Yeah.
to your full movement,
Okay.
that is your whole turn.
I'd rather actually like to take the cover of this corner.
Okay, you want to cover around the corner?
You come cover of the corner, cover
Okay.
around the corner, and cover the door with my pistol.
Okay. He opens up the door, and you see 2 guards standing there.
Hissler does?
Well, you probably look around him too because it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So what am I looking at then?
He has made it to the door and opened the door.
That's his move. Stop
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah. And on the other side of the door are 2 guards. And that's what you see as he opens the door. So you haven't moved to complete the follow through up to that point. Mm-hmm. So you go back the way you came. What do you want to do? Another sidekick?
It almost worked. It was a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to. So just chatting with the offline here. So it looks like the fucking mission's a bust. We need to
Not yet.
either.
We have the relays. All we need to do is destroy the CPU and kill this guy. We knew we were going to have some collateral damage, so
Yeah.
we're probably going to have to shoot it out.
well-
Wish Caldwell were here.
Yeah.
He could actually shoot.
Yeah. Well, I guess I will just use my.
Apparently he has domestic problems.
Well, at least he ain't shitting himself like the guard.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple shots at, or a shot at Hissler.
Okay.
Where is that? Melee weapon 40?
No, it's firearms.
Firearms. Still 40.
Good 71. Lord. Dude, that's like the third time in a
71?
row.
Holy shit.
Well, everything is under half.
Ah.
You know, it's like
So
I
this
got.
round blazes up,
Okay.
shot wild, misses the doctor as well as both the guards at the other end.
I'm going to shoot at the doctor.
Okay.
I got the 20 from the last time for aiming, or that was when I just moved?
Oh, you aimed, you said, didn't you? Or no? Oh, no,
I
you
wanted to
even
shoot,
moved.
and I said I moved, and then I aimed at the door. But if I can't do
Yeah.
both, all I could do was move, which means now I'm pointing my gun at the door, and I only have a 20, so I need to aim. So
Okay. So what do you want to do? You want
gonna aim.
take the moment to aim? Okay.
Take the moment to aim. Yes.
All right. Hissler moves past the 2 guards. One of the guards raises his handgun and fires at you each. Actually,
At you each, so one for each of us?
one for each of you. 28. That'll hit.
Ouch.
Where are hit points? Oh, I see, right up here.
For 4 points of damage.
Okay.
The other guard tells you, drop your weapons and lay prone on the floor now.
Is that his action?
He's aiming at you.
Okay.
He's
well,
taking
so
the
he's
time.
not shooting.
He's taking the time to aim.
All right.
So, what do you want to do?
So it's my turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Where's me and where's them?
You're right here.
Uh-huh.
Hissler took off. They're both right at the door. And Paulie has remained at the corner back here.
Okay. How far can I move?
You don't even know that.
Because Hissler made it all the way around the corner, but didn't get to go through the door.
I'm just going to say this in the regular sense, that
Sure.
you would be able to move between 30 and 60 feet. Because
Sure.
you figure you're going to move, like double move within your full
Yeah.
range, just like in D&D. We'll just
So
go
can
there.
I
Can you
run?
wrap one of those guys up?
You could make it out the door if you want, or you can make it to them if you want.
to them?
Yes.
So you can only move to them but not attack.
Right.
But I could also run back the other way.
Yeah, you can move back around the corner. Back around.
Let's do that for now.
Okay, so you turn around, haul ass, go
Yeah.
back around the corner.
Sliding
and slide
blood.
around- yeah, slide around Paulie.
I'm going to shoot the guard who was aiming at each.
Okay.
95.
That's a super miss.
Yeah, that certainly is.
And that was with an aimed shot, right?
Yeah, that was with an aim shot.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what? As I keep missing, my firearm skill gets better. Actually, I need 3 failures to improve a point.
Really?
That's what the book says. The only way you get better is if you continue to fail. Then your skill goes up because you learn more from your failures than your successes.
Interesting.
At the rate this is going, I'll use up all my ammunition and improve by 2 points.
So you are hidden.
Uh-huh.
Or, I'm sorry, you are at the corner. Ichimaru, you've gone around the corner. So the one guard that's been doing all the talking, that shot you, Ichimaru, he's going to fire at you, Paulie.
Aim doesn't count though, right?
Not with that guy.
Okay,
He's not
good.
aiming. He's just
Just making
firing.
sure.
Yeah. 45. That'll do it
Dude.
Damn.
Yeah, they're all at least 50.
for 3 points.
Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of Dodge.
The other guy that was aiming is going to add 20 to this. So that'll actually make it at 20 for 6.
No problem. Still got a little
No,
bit
that's
left.
not you. That's still Paulie.
Oh.
You're around the corner.
Oh, okay.
You're not even seen.
I got 1 point.
Oh, shit. We need to go.
We do. Yeah.
Ichimuru, you've slid around this corner, sliding in your own blood. You watched Paulie return fire. You see him take 2 rounds. Ta, ta. At this point, he's kind of just, he's not just so much aiming around the corner, he's leaning against the corner, barely maintaining what he's doing. What would you like to do?
We need to get out of here.
Yep, we need to get out of here.
Give me the phone,
Give him the phone.
and if you fall, I'll make sure that our contact's not getting called.
Okay, so you take the you take the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
We need to go.
Where are you gonna go?
I think we'll run through that way and see
You
if
got
we can.
2 doors. You got one here
Yeah, we
and
already
one all the
know.
way there.
Yeah, we'll try going to the farthest. I'm sure they're already preparing, but
Okay. So you run down there, open the door.
you're coming with, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll say you both are running in tandem.
Yeah.
Then. I've got to look this up. As you open the door, you see a room. It's about 20 by 20. There's a bench that covers the north wall and the west wall, and on the bench is just littered with all kinds of electronic devices. You see smaller relays, pieces of harnesses, soldering irons, DVOMs, just everything kind of scattered around on these 2 benches.
This must be the workshop.
Basically, that's what it is. And as you look around, you don't see a door out of here.
Is there a computer terminal in it all?
Nope.
When they come through the door, we got to ambush them. Can we flip the table for cover?
No, they're bolted to the wall. The benches are, imagine like an old corner group bed. We're probably the only people that know what that is.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's, it's against one wall and the other wall, like you would see a stout, metallic type of a bench.
Okay. I peek out the door. Are they coming down the hallway?
You see them coming down. They're squatted down against the sides, one on each side, with their handguns drawn, looking towards the door. Are you poking your head out?
I assume that's how I was looking.
Okay. One of them fires off at you.
Can I fire up at them too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 26 hit.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
4 points. Takes it in the arm. Keeps moving. One guy fires at you. Actually stops and fires for 17.
Oh, that's going to hit.
For 3 points. The other one fires at you as well for 60. Hits the door jam
Okay,
above
I'm
you.
like 60. What's he using?
KSB.
Oh, painless. Might as well fire, dude. We're
Yeah, might as
going.
well fire. Since he's kicked the door open, I'll take a...
Well, no, they're coming down the hall.
Yeah,
Come down the hall.
they're like one on each side of the hall. You're down here at this door.
Okay, I'm going to fire at the wounded guy. And that's a 95 again. Oh, boy, I'm just absolutely... These are good strength rolls, man.
You could see the pulse in your eyes as they get dim. Every time they go out of focus, you almost feel like you're losing your blood. It's hard for you to aim down the iron sights of this fucking hand cannon you've got. Ichimuru.
Let's see. So, should I fire or break the little chip in the phone? Well, fuck it. If I die, who cares what happens?
Yeah.
Now, just so you know, being part of Delta Green means that
No,
that you know that there's more shit that's more important to even
No,
your
I know.
death.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but I'm just
fucking
saying,
around.
like, that's the whole essence is that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bust the little SIM card in the phone and
Okay.
and chaw on it or whatever. Just try to get it fucking
Right up
keister it.
right up the fucking prison wall.
Yeah, no doubt. My man purse.
I'm going to...
One for each of you. One half for each of you.
I want to smash the relay. Take them out of the tool belt and smash them on the ground.
Okay.
Did they smash or do they need to be like...
It's hard to tell whether or not you broke anything integral to it because they're real thick plastic. They're orange. And if you know about working with high voltage, that orange is the designated color for high voltage. So you bring it down and you don't know if it's if it's done anything, honestly.
I'm sure they'll never be able to get another one of those. Damn it.
We were told to replace and retake, or
Yeah.
remove the relays and take them. So we removed the relays and we took them, but
You hear the boots coming closer still.
aim at the door.
Yeah.
Jawohl.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to wait until I see or I feel like a shadow or something coming through the door.
Okay.
Well, actually, if I'm just still hanging out, then I'm going to blast at him.
Okay.
Same wounded dude. 23 hit. Only 3.
3.
3.
He actually starts to crumple slightly against the wall.
Well, right on. Shit. Wish I would have rolled better.
Paulie,
Get the other guy.
I shoot him.
same guy?
Same guy. 37.
Hit?
I'm going to use my doubloon because it's under 20, but so
Might
that
as
makes it
well.
hit. Yep. So it comes
Get
back.
that over here. I've seen you play in Vegas.
6.
6 points.
Shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's a 6, not a 9. 6 points. Yeah.
Describe for me how you kill this wounded man.
Paulie's like feeling bad. He sights up on this guy, puts a little muster into it, squeezes slightly, exhaling at the same time, and the bullet flies straight and true. It's the guy dead center. Center mass.
Center mass. You almost see him taco around it. And just slump against the wall, eyes open, dead before he knows it. Not even enough time to close his eyes. The other man looks at his partner, looks at you, has 2 targets. 1, 2, 3 for Ichimaru. It's for you each.
No problem.
Prepared to answer. 27
All right.
Hey, you're on fire tonight, bro.
Yeah.
for 5 points of damage.
All right.
Ow, ow, ow.
What do you want to do each?
Well, what is the Delta Green thing? Are we to not be taking alive at any cost? Like, what have we been taught in this? Because I have 2 hit points left. He has 1.
Usually that's left at the discretion of the agent. I mean, they never say go in there on a suicide run. But the only thing you could think of is the reason why you agree to be part of Delta Green, what you wish to do. You know, do you want to fight it out to the end? Do you think you could turn this thing around at a later date? What are your intentions? I leave that totally at your own discretions.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing here? We're not going to get out of this.
I said we go out in a blaze of glory.
All right.
We know what we needed to do. We succeeded in part of our mission. The only thing is, I say we can eliminate this one guard, and we can have somewhat of a chance at hunting down Histler. And
Yeah, or
taking
escaping
him
and
out.
getting out of here.
Escaping, yeah. We got part of it done.
I'm just going to go ahead and keep firing at this fool.
Okay.
$25 hit.
All right.
9.
9.
9 and...
That's really good, Sally. Paulie.
Don't
gonna shoot
miss. Get him.
Well, since I didn't aim, should I aim?
No.
Under 20.
go.
Start doing the math. No.
Under 20. 11.
Yeah.
A critical success. An
Oh.
11.
Okay, so roll your damage
And then
twice.
Oh, I didn't
roll the
even know
damage
about
twice.
criticals.
Yes.
9.
Okay.
Plus 10. So 19 points. Polly comes through, man. Critical success and blows this dude away.
Exactly. So you paste this guy against the wall, double tap him in the head, just boof, boof, and it just basically you see his head just crumple from these rounds. The hallway grows very quiet. The only thing you hear is really the ringing in your ears from these rounds being sent down range.
What?
You're right.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
We need to get
We need to get to
moving.
the... Yeah, we need to get moving. Wait a minute. I grabbed the relays. Do they look like they've been damaged in any way? Or they just
Well,
look like
just
they've been
take,
dropped?
just take them with you.
Yeah,
Like,
take them with you. I'll put them back in the tool belt.
I'd like to
Let's
do
go.
an engineering check on them.
Can I get that SIM card back?
Yeah.
Look at this shit off.
Yeah.
These guys have any keys on them?
No, not these guys.
Key
No.
rings or anything?
No.
Pass cards, anything? Nope.
No.
Okay, we'll zip on by.
Okay.
Standard 2x2 cover formation.
Whatever that is.
Okay.
I say we should be moving here like we are exiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
We're leaving with
if
a
we
purpose.
see anyone on the way,
No, from our perspective, somebody else went. We say, "Help! Help!
Yeah.
He went that way, dude. He's shooting
Yeah.
everybody, man."
So you're
No, no,
yelling
no.
that
No, no, no,
as
no.
you're going through the hallway?
no,
If
we're
we
going to
see
be
anybody.
Oh, okay.
We're not the bad guys. We're here to help.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys make your way
Yeah.
down the hallway, make a left, go up the hallway to the doorway.
Yeah. We're just moving as fast as we can
You're right
with
here.
our 2 hit points and what hit points will allow us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that the exit is to the left down this
Yeah.
large hallway.
Let's just keep going.
Okay. You make your way down. You see the
We
security.
did have one
door.
guard that was at the door that let us in.
Right.
Do we have any problems getting out?
As you look through the door that's closest to the security door, there's a little window pane in there. You see that actually looks in on that security, little security room. You see that there's a chair, a desk, nobody sitting at it, and at the very back of it, there appears to be some kind of a locker that has a key type of a lock on it.
We got time to take a look to see if there's anything intelligent in there.
I only assume we should because he said that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's open the door and take a look real quick.
Well, we may need it to get out too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You go inside there, open up the locker, which is unlocked, and you see that there are 2 handguns out of a stash of where 4 should be.
Okay.
2 are missing.
So all the 2
Yeah.
of the guards that just had here.
Yeah. All right.
We got to look out for Histler.
So-
we got O'Hara. We got Dead Stare from the one room, and we got Piss Pants somewhere. And then there's the one dude at the gate.
Right. Polly
And the
turns the
cart.
lock on the key and then breaks it. Breaks the lock off. Breaks the key off.
Locks the
lock.
guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
locks the gun.
So you leave the guns in there then?
What
Yeah.
were they?
Just 9s.
Okay,
Berettas.
because if they
Nothing
were
more than
better,
we had,
if they
yeah.
were better than what I had, then I would take one. But
No, they're Berettas.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it. All right. Let's get out like we're moving with a purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back out the security door.
Yep.
As you walk down that hallway, still only one of every 3 lights are lit up. You open the door, you see that you're in that big hangar that this smaller building's in. You see that the door is still at the southwest corner.
Was there any kind of like little security cars that drove up to bring
Nope.
those dudes? Or okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Let's
we,
keep
we,
going.
Let's secret our guns
Yeah.
away so we don't look like we're running, even though we're bleeding everywhere.
Okay.
No,
you
I
get,
only got
you get
hit
to the
like
door
twice.
that will lead you outside of the larger building. What would you like to do?
Give the keys to him. He's in better condition to drive.
Okay.
Almost by 100%. I have 2 hit points.
Yeah.
You're an animal.
Yeah.
You open the door.
Yeah.
You're immediately hit by the blaze of sunlight. You know, at this point, it's probably about 11 o'clock, 11:30. All the haze is burned off. All the fog around the beach directly across from you. See the power plant gleaming in the sunlight. You see that your car is still where you left it, the parking spot. Get to the car. Make an alertness check.
Okay.
54.
52 missed, but we'll use that. Why not?
Okay. I take it that passes now.
It does, yeah, by 20. Yeah.
You notice that the cart with the 2 guards is still roving around the far side of the parking lot, but slowly starting to make its way, like slaloming, towards where the building you guys are right now. But it doesn't look like they've been alerted to anything yet.
Okay, then I think we just walk slowly to the car
Let's
and
walk to the car, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to call Bill Thompson, on the phone. Oh, we broke it. Never mind.
Yeah.
We're not calling nobody.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they can't track it either. So
Yeah.
Well, we already know that if we can get out of here, we just need to hole up until we can get to the pier the next day at 8:30.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys manage to get to your car, drive back out. As you take the gravel road, you come once again to that large metal gate, and you see that the guy that's just sitting in the booth, the first security guard you saw, and he's just sitting there. He's not looking at you. He's just kind of looking down through the window, down at the gravel road.
Okay.
Not really paying much
just
attention. Just kind of
Cruise on by nice and slow. Like
okay.
There's nothing
Yeah,
to
and
worry
he doesn't even give you a second look as you guys make your way back out onto the what was that?
Five? Oh,
No, no.
Basilone.
Yeah.
Well, you make your way
Camino
back out
Real.
on that El
Yeah.
Camino Real and then back onto the other road and then find your way back onto the 5 and start heading north to
We need to
wherever
get
you guys want to
medical
get medical attention.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, I got some Band-Aids that I keep just for these kind of occasions.
Right. Yeah, no
And I got a
trauma
knife
kit, but
that
just
can cut
Band-Aids.
that can cut the building
Okay,
or
there
the
we
bullets out.
So where would you like, what do you want to do about these wounds of yours?
Can we staunch the bleeding best we can using whatever we've got?
You really don't have much of anything. Well, first of all, it's your car.
Right.
What do you think you would have in your car,
First aid kit.
realistically?
Yeah, first aid
Realistically,
kit.
probably
Okay.
some-
You might be able to staunch it, but you're not going to stop it.
right. We need to get
You know,
to
it's still
medical
going to keep
attention.
oozing. You
Well,
still got bullets
so-
in your body.
Right. Well, in a past life, many times these situations have happened with Ichimaru.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Well, him being part of a
Crime
family, a crime family. He has many connections in the underworlds of Long Beach, Los Angeles, San Diego. Not really too sure about San Onofre, but I bet I could reach out and find some contacts that
In San
could
Diego.
put me to some sort of a vet that may help certain clients when they're in need.
No questions asked.
Okay, so you make that call.
If I had a gold doubloon, I would give it to him too, so they could pay for it. Yes.
The call comes across. Hey, bro. Who is this?
This is Ichi.
It's
I
your
need
son.
help with some friends. Myself and a friend need some help. We might need a little help with sewing up some stitching, if you know what I mean.
Understand. Meet me at the old facility where you used to bring your Akira. I'll see you there soon.
Bio.
How are you?
Within about 30 minutes, you guys make your way into Irvine. It's an old animal hospital off of Culver. It's dark inside. Actually has a closed sign. Ichimaru, you and Paulie make your way up there, and you see in the dark this elderly old Asian man comes and looks through the velour blinds, unlocks the door, brings you inside, closes, makes sure nobody comes.
You come to the back room. I'll take care of you.
And he puts you each both of you, on a table.
Who is in the worst
He's okay.
shape there?
My friend Paulie here. I have a pet poodle that needs taking care of.
I will take care of you. Yeah, you'll take this pill. It'll make you feel better.
And you start to get a little more relaxed. Pretty soon, you just kind of feel your body tugging slowly back and forth, as though it's being oscillated. Eventually, you kind of see gauze being wound around, almost like it's orbiting around your body.
You'll take a good care. Ichimaru, I'll take a good care of you now. You want the same pill? Oh, no.
No.
Perhaps we'll talk about this later.
And he starts digging your bullets out. And again, you really feel the pucker factor increase as these bullets get pulled out, and eventually the two of you are sitting
can.
there thinking about all the shit that happened.
Should I make a con check? See if I
See
can
if he
withstand
screams.
it?
Yeah, he's trying not to scream.
Well,
That's really
I'm
the
trying
con
not to
check.
pass out.
Oh, that
because
too.
of the pain.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Under.
That's
under,
worth a doubloon, isn't
Under
it?
65.
Only on my end.
Oh, well, fine.
Hey, I made it.
55.
55.
Critical success.
So I might have. Really?
So
Yeah. And
yeah.
you get double.
So
yeah.
as he digs around with this
55.
scalpel, it's 74. Nixon artery. No. So
Sanjudo.
flew to the falling tiger.
Yojimbo style.
So he patches both of you up, and
He says, here is the key. You close up the shop and let me know when I can be of assistance. And I may need your assistance in the future.
You have it. I owe you one.
That day may never come, but I look forward to you. It's a beautiful cake.
Gallagher bride of the groom.
On the day of my daughter's wedding.
Sweating. So he leaves you two alone, and you guys sit in this darkened veterinary's office.
What time is it?
It's probably close to 1 o'clock at this point. Time was of the essence.
Yeah.
And you know that tomorrow morning, you're going to have to be at that pier.
I take a closer look at the relays.
Okay.
Are they damaged?
They're sealed. It's hard for you to tell. It's almost like they've been heat sealed. You know, like when certain components are put together in one half, they clamshell it, and then they heat seal it so that you can't go in and tamper and fuck with that stuff.
Gotcha. Does it look unique?
They look very unique.
Okay, so this is good. So we've got them. Well,
I actually know exactly what they look like. They look like the service plug off a RAV EV
There we go.
battery.
Awesome. All right, so we succeeded in 1 out of 3 missions. Fuck. Well,
And you know
1 out of 4.
that Histler is still out there.
Yeah, Histler's still out there. We didn't get to destroy the main CPU interface. We removed the relays and took them, and we brought back no records on TFDD. No, I'm just trying to figure out what we do next. We either
Well,
call
we
it
meet him at the pier, and that's it. So we didn't complete. What do you want to do?
Yeah. This mission was a failure. We needed Caldwell. We missed him. His skill set.
Sun goes down. Sun comes up. Blech.
Yeah,
Gets close. You guys make your way back to the Newport Pier.
yeah, we'll leave a little bit early to just to accommodate traffic. If it's, I don't know if it's a weekday or not.
And
but-
you see, as you get closer, you see Heisenberg standing once again
Damn
on the
right.
pier. You're goddamn right. He turns around and he looks at the two of you. Well, I hope the other guys look worse.
They're dead.
They definitely do, but we accomplished one of the things we needed to. We did see Histler. We did.
We confirmed that he was there. We confirmed he's in charge.
and
we
he
even know what he's
confirmed-
working on. A temporal displacement portal.
I know what he's working on.
Okay, well, we got the relays.
But we've seen it all, and we've definitely seen that he is obviously not of this world. Something is different with him. He moved. Every time I would move against him, he was always one step ahead. We were able to wound him, but barely.
I would like to take the two of you to a safe house and have you work with some composite artists. Perhaps you can illustrate maybe what you saw in the facility. Because the odds of us ever getting access, I just don't see it.
Yeah. And here's the phone. The card's gone. We didn't know if we were going to make it or not, but
He takes it and he throws it over the pier into the water.
I hand him the relays. Did get the relays, though.
He puts one in each of his overcoat pocket. Be at this address tomorrow.
okay.
He just walks away and leaves you two standing on the pier.
Thanks, each man. We didn't succeed in our mission.
And
I'm glad
that's
you're with
where
me.
we'll leave
All
you two
right. Holy
failures.
shit,
you
this
slobs.
Fucking game is hard as fuck.
Yeah, it is. There's nothing.
God
and,
damn.
10 hit points.
Everybody make a... God damn it. I'm not going to say that at all. We're going to have to edit that out.
Okay.
Shit, fuck, cock.
Well, I wish that... Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You could also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.